Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Blessing. Today we'll be talking about one of the ways you can relocate to Canada, as mentioned in one of my previous video titled Why Relocating Abroad. Now listen, are you out there? You've been wanting to relocate abroad through studies? You have been applying to schools and nothing has happened? Look no further. Please watch this video to the end. Before we continue, please permit me to say that we're not connected to any immigration or to any university to grant your applications or give you admission. We're just here to guide you on your journey based on our experiences. Today, I have two beautiful people with me here. I'm going to introduce to you that will tell you the process of getting admission to university of your choice. Today, we'll be focusing on Canada. On my right is...
Hello everyone, my name is Anna and nice to meet you.
Okay, and to my extreme right is...
Hi everyone, my name is Sam.
Thank you so much, Sam and Enna, for coming to share your experiences with the whole world. So, Enna, over to you. Could you please tell the world the process you took, in getting admission to university? Which school did you attend, and which country, which province?
Okay, thank you. I would say my process to apply for undergrad here in Canada was also largely supported by my dad. So I guess at first, the first thing I did was to know what I was interested in, and then I basically narrowed down schools based on my interest. And it was also important for me that the school that I would go to would either be the first to the 10th, so in that ranking. And I also wanted a small community as well. So I did narrow down my interest. I found the schools I was interested in, and also programs that would be biology, just sciencey programs, or schools that were really good in the science aspect. And I basically applied to those schools. And it was also important that I use an agent as well, so I did use an agent when applying as well. So when I did apply to 3 schools that were also affordable as well, because it was also important, the affordability aspect as well. I applied to the 3 schools, and then I got an admission to the 3. And then I used an agent, which helped with the whole visa process, the whole traveling process. And I arrived here in Canada. So I did go to Dalhousie University, which is located in Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's a really small community, and that was basically what I also wanted here. Although it was, I would say, my first year was a little bit difficult for me to integrate, but I think the first thing I did was to get acquainted, especially with the international center, because the international center is where they literally offer so much help, help for if you are looking for jobs, even help to help you to navigate through the city. So they're really helpful. So if there's any advice I would give, is to say to anyone coming to Canada for the first time, it's just getting acquainted with the international center, because they're really helpful. They have helpful information. And so yeah, it was an amazing 4 years here. I got to meet so many amazing people, and I graduated. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Enna. Thank you. So how did you get to know about the school, the Dalhousie that you went? Did you go online, and how did you find the school?
Yes. So for me, it was very important that I did do some research. Just like I did mention before, it was among the top 8 schools, and because I did see that they really had a good and a broad science program, they really had a good faculty of psychology and
online. You went online.
Yes, I went online, and I did check for the reviews and stuff like that. And because they did have a really good psychology and a neuroscience program, which was what my undergraduate degree was on, and that's why I basically applied to Dalhousie University.
Thank you very much. So before you could apply to any school, you have to go online, search for the school of that you want, such if they have the course that you will want to take first. And one thing she said that really that I liked is if you have gained the admission, you're going to the place, try to reach out to some people that can help you. If you're a Christian, try to find a church that you could, they will help you to start. If you, whatever region you are, just find someone. It's good, because if you're coming from another, you're very young. You came here at what age, please?
I came here at 18.
You see?
I just turned 18 when I came.
You see, that is a very young age. Thank you so much, Emma, for your time.
Thank you.
So, over to you, Sam, for tell us how the process. You came for your master's? Something.
Yes, so I came to Canada for my master's. The process was quite interesting as well. So initially I wanted to come for an MBA, but I wanted an MBA in technology, right? And well, in technology and specifically for startups, because I'm a techie and I've always wanted to be, have a company of my own, like a little startup. So I wanted to learn how to do that, right? So what I did was, I was already a mature person, so I did all the processing myself. So I, checked online, was looking for an MBA in technology, and a couple schools came up, and then they weren't really exactly what I wanted. So I kept searching, right? And then I found the course I eventually did at St. Mary's University, and it was the Masters in Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Innovation, which was exactly what I wanted. And actually, that course is also offered in the School of Business, right? So it's pretty much an MBA for technology startups. So yeah, so I applied to that program. I applied to some other schools as well, because you always want to apply to more than one school, because you never know where you get the admission, right?
Of course.
So I think I remember I applied to 2 or 3 schools, but my first choice, to be honest, was St. Mary's University, because I really liked that program then.
Okay.
So I went through the process, did everything online, reached out to the school, submitted my forms, and I think it took about 2 or 3 weeks, and they got back to me. So to directly answer your question, what did I do? First, searched online for my choice of program, made a short list of the 2 or 3 schools that I kind of really liked in terms of affordability, the location, and the courses that they were offering. And then I did submit my applications to those schools and just waited to hear back from them. And I think I did hear back from 2. I can't really remember, it's been a while. But I know St. Mary's, I got the admission for St. Mary's, and then started the visa process as soon as you get the admission from the university.
How did you get your visa? Because you were in which country when you applied?
No, I was actually in Nigeria. I'd gone back to Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, so how was the visa getting? Was it hard? Or how did you get the visa? Did you have some money in your account that they could look up to say, oh, this person is going to be a liability to us when he got here, or what?
That's very interesting. Yeah, well, I was already working. I was working in a good place actually. So I had some money of course. Yeah. I did all the process myself. But one thing I think I remember was I got a letter from my employer where I used to work to say that I was going to go for a study leave. I can't remember if I did that. I think I did. I can't really remember. But I also remember I got a letter from my dad.
So working in Canada, you're okay. So how has it been after graduation? Are you enjoying the environment? Have you settled?
Well, settled is very relative, right? I mean, it's when I was coming to Canada, I knew exactly why I was coming. I wanted a different. I was tired of working. No, I shouldn't say I was tired. I just wanted a different environment where I was working. Because to be honest, I had a good job. I was working in a good company, right? But I wanted something more, right? So I came for the masters, came to Canada, and also one of the other reasons why I chose Canada was because my sister had come to Canada like a year before or 2 years before, and for the first time, I asked my sister how she liked where she was, and she was like, "Oh, she really loves it."
Oh.
And my sister never likes any new place. No cap. She never really likes anywhere. She always complains. So when I asked her like, "Oh, so she went to Winnipeg, right?" So I asked her like, "Okay, so I was Winnipeg." She was like, "Oh, she loves it. It's a good place." I'm like, "Okay, maybe I would consider moving to Canada." So there was a good review about the country, or there was a good impression about the country from my sister, and I think that's why I chose, or decided to come to Canada eventually. After school, one of the other reasons why I chose my course was because I had the option to do a co-op. A co-op is like an internship where you're still in school, but you are allowed to get a job and work so you can learn or practice or whatever. So I did my co-op, got a job, but God was good to me. The job I got, they took me on as actually full-time permanent staff, but I told them that, okay, so for the first few months it's gonna be like an internship thing, and they did accept that. That doesn't apply all the time, I must say that, but I was lucky. God was good to me, so that happened. And then after school, I just continued with that job, and I think I did that job for about 3 years before I moved on to another job.
Thank you so much, Sam, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You've given so many people hope, in relocating from their country of origin to our. Thank you so much. Thank you. So over to you, and it's like me again. Yes, you again. So you finished undergraduate program, and how has it been for you in Halifax? Are you friends and everything?
She's a big girl in Halifax.
She's a big girl.
A big girl in Halifax.
No, it's been really nice. I'll say Halifax, especially my church family, they have just become like a really big part of my life, because like even for my first year, that was my church, and just being able to integrate into Halifax was just because of like my pastor and people that I met in church, aside my school friends. So I would say it has been nice, although there are times where I do miss home, but because I just have people who share the same faith, who are also like-minded as me as well, I'm literally better able to integrate. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope our viewers have gained something. I hope you like our video. I hope that with this, with all you have heard from Sam and Eno, it has given you hope. Let me tell you, for the fact that you've been applying to schools, you've been applying to countries, and it hasn't worked, that does not mean it's impossible. Whatever is hard does not mean it's impossible. So be encouraged that keep applying, keep searching online, don't give up. Thank you so much. Do you want to give any? Do you want to say anything? And no,
just like, subscribe, and share.
And you, Sam?
Please hit the like button and subscribe.
Some of the points that were discussed are: log into a computer or phone, Google the country of your choice and search for the list of the university. Search for the schools that offers the course you want to study or something similar. Check for affordability, the cost, the school fees, the accommodation, if it is something you can afford. If you are going for an undergraduate program, and maybe you have, if you're sending your child for an undergraduate program, and maybe you have more than one child to sponsor, it is a good thing you check for the fees. Now, here are some of the university I could, tell you in Canada. There is University of Toronto. There is Memorial University in Newfoundland, Dalhousie University, Halifax, St. Mary's, Mount St. Vincent, King's College, NSCC, and NSCECE. Those ones are colleges. Then we want to advise that you should connect a child. If you're sending your child for an undergraduate program, connect the child to a group of people or someone that can help the child to settle and support him or her. Even if you're going for a master degree program, it is good you still connect with people that are already in the country that you're going. And that is it for today's video. Before I go, I want to say that if you need our help to get your child settled, please feel free to reach out. And one more thing, I want to lay emphasis on this, that for the fact that something is hard, it does not mean it is impossible. With God, all things are possible. Thanks for watching.